Running may sound easy, but only if you do it correctly with the right technique. It's very easy to go out for a run, but also if you are not ready for it and you've got the wrong technique, you're going to injure yourself. Now, here are some of the drills that we do to set you up for a lot of volume. A lot of folks think that if you're going to run, you want to take the biggest stride out, and once that happens, you're going to have your heels connect onto the floor. And then once that happens, you toe off, and then you will get what's called that running gait. You get that knee out high, you extend the leg so that your legs as far out in front of you. You hit the floor on the heel, and then you pull into the toe, you toe off, and then you finish off in this position. This is the old school way of people teaching everybody is to run. But fast forward to 5 years ago, I learned how to run a little bit differently and with my forefoot instead of my heel strike technique. Now, what that did for me was it allowed me to run further than ever before, or even at all. So here are some drills that we want to show you so that you can get the best out of your running technique. Now, it may feel very different at the start, but what we're trying to do with these drills is to allow you to create movement pathways that are similar to what you have been doing in these drills so that you can take it out and think about them as you are running and as you are assessing the way you're running throughout your runs. Because sometimes when you're out there and you're in the middle of a run, you're feeling a little bit of fatigue, you need to change up something, the way that you run, the way that you heel strike, the way that you move, the way that you posture yourself so that you're going to be in a better position and then you're not going to feel more tired than ever. And also it gives you something to think about whilst you're having a run so that it kind of takes away the boredom of it because you're always checking off boxes of, are you upright? Is your chin upright? Are your shoulders back? Is your core tight? Are you leaning into the run or are you leaning back into the run? Okay, there are so many things that can affect the way that you run, your posture included, the way that you hold your body so that you're going to have the most efficient type of run. So the first thing that we're going to do here is to look at your forefoot positioning whilst you're in a lean. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand a meter away from the wall and you're going to lean into it. And from here, you're going to peek your heels up and you're going to create a figure four with the bottom of your leg looking like a figure four. That bottom part of your leg should be perpendicular to your standing leg. Okay, so this is your contact point and the end position of where your leg should be once you're taking that stride. Okay, and the whole idea of the figure four technique is very simple. It is to allow you to move if you're leaning forwards into it. It's very similar to a sprint. Okay, so from here, you want to bring your heel up and you're just going to hold here for 5 seconds. And you're going to switch over and then you're going to bring the other side as well. Okay, sometimes you're going to have the knees coming up too far up or you're going to have the heels coming too far over like so. You want to just be in between where your bottom foot is going to create a figure four like shape, as you can see. And this is going to give you that sense. 2 seconds on the left, 2 seconds on the right, and you're going to switch over. Then you're going to start contacting and bring it back up. Just use that foot as a contact point right here. And then you're going to switch that over. Contact, contact, contact. Once you get good with that, contact, 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 contact. Your main goal here is to create that figure four all the time because you do not want to be driving the knee up because if you drive the knee up too much in your runs, you're going to tire out your hip flexors. And imagine you're running 2K, 5K, 10K, 40K. You keep driving your knees up this way, you are going to cook your hip flexors, and that'll be the end of your run. Okay, you don't want to be pulling the heels up too far up as well because if you do that, hammies, posterior chain glutes, they're going to be overworking, and then you're going to have them tire out, and then you're going to stop running. So the most efficient way for you to actually be moving your legs is up here this way. Not too much hip flexors, not too much posterior chain in here, and it's just nice for you to continue running for a longer volume or a longer distance. And then after that, you're just going to have that contact point, contact point, contact point right there. And the reason for that is to make sure that you're going to be contacting with your forefoot, and that is going to give you a lot more distance rather than if you have to heel strike. If you're heel striking, you are decelerating your body rather than allowing it to actually go forwards if you are going to be doing a forward run, obviously. But you do not want to be taking every step with a heel strike because that stops the forward motion by just a millisecond or a couple of meters a second, and that's going to chew up your energy stores. You want to be running without resistance. Then the better that you get at doing that, by changing the way that you run, you're going to be in a better position to run further and, of course, much faster as well. So I hope you take these cues on board, try them out in class, drill them well, learn how to move a little bit better so that you're going to be more efficient in your runs. All right, guys, hope that helps. Let me know in the comments if this helps and if you are going to be able to change the way that you run, and this is something that you can think about whilst you're doing your runs. All right, for now, I'll talk to you soon. I'll catch you in the next video.